A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Jones. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Oh, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Working from the gun, Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw here into the hands of Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Shotgun now for Lance. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 9, Jones, his throw incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Rohrwasser now for the point after. Cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Lance's throw into the hands of Hooper. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
quick completion to Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Pats are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Open man is Kirk, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with a 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Play action. Now it's Lance. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Patriots 21. Here's Lance. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. No problem there on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. 2nd and 6. Now Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Craig. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Lance. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Touchdown! Take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times.
Now, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. To throw is Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, escapes the defender. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And this is secured by the Patriots. Past midfield. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80%